What's that line from The Godfather? Something about every time I try to leave, they pull me back in. Something like that. Well, every time I try to say no to a belt, and I say, I'm not buying any more belts for a while, I'd rather focus on this, I got this project, whatever, I see a belt that I just can't say no to. So, that's what this is. This is a recent purchase of mine, and right now I'm going to take it to the unboxing. This just came in. Today is the 30th of July, so a few days shy of SummerSlam. And first of all, nice handling job, UPS. But this is the unboxing for a belt that I've purchased used. Obviously, I haven't seen it yet. It's been on the UPS truck since about 9:30 this morning, and it is just past 4 o'clock. It's almost closer to 5 now, right? It's about 20 minutes till 5. So hopefully it's survived its journey from Florida to Kansas City in, good shape. Especially in this heat wave that we've had. Today's actually a cool day, and it only got up to the upper 80s. So hopefully everything is smooth sailing. Okay, get the belt out of, or get the box out of here. Looking for the tape, and I think I found it. There we go. Okay. Okay, I gotta say, just from grabbing it out of the bubble wrap, the leather feels awesome. Just the inside of the backing is nice and soft. There she is. So, let's unsnap it and go left to right real quick. Just a quick once over. We'll get my full thoughts in the review. Very heavy belt, but I expect that. I like it. I'm just first impressions. I'm happy with it. To really dissect it and do a deep dive and get into the nitty-gritty on this, we're going to go back to the full review. As you saw from the unboxing, it is packaged very well, or was packaged very well. I bought this belt, I want to say I paid it off last Friday, which would have been like the 24th, something like that. And anyway, I ended up, like I said, I saw this belt, and because of the modifications that are done to it, I couldn't say no to it. So here we are. SummerSlam is actually getting ready to start in about 15 minutes. So this is night one. This is the August 2nd, Saturday night. So there'll probably be a camera cut where I come back and do something I really want to do to this belt afterwards. But I'm just doing kind of part one, and like I said, you'll see the camera cut and then all that good stuff. But so this is a WWE Shop World Heavyweight Championship replica. They are shop plates. They are shop stones. What's different about it, we will get into. But first, since it is SummerSlam, since it is a review, we're going to do a little Eagle Rare. And thank you. I'm not going to say who sent me this. Somebody in the hobby sent me very, very nice allocated bourbon. It was like a bartering sort of deal. And I don't want to give them a shout out because I don't want people hitting them up and asking for the same thing. This is just kind of a, two guys just sending each other bottles of bourbon. Or as it said on the UPS label, barbecue sauce. So, Here is a little bit of Eagle Rare 10-year, because I live in Kansas City, right? Nobody's going to suspect that I didn't send barbecue sauce. So this is a Eagle Rare 10-year. This is a store pick. Pretty sure it's a store pick. Yeah, carefully selected by Indiana Liquor Group. Okay. But this is my favorite bourbon, Eagle Rare. So we're going to have a little pour of that. And then, like I said, this is just a standard, well, it was a standard World Heavyweight Championship replica. Now, what's different about it, pardon me while I take a drink. What's different about it is, God, that's so good, is the leather and what's been done to the plates. And so, what's been done to the plates is the previous owner took a chrome pin and gave it a very nice dual-plated look. Now, he did a better job on the side plates than he did on the main plate, but obviously there's a lot more negative space on the main plate, so you're going to notice it more. You're going to notice if there's any defects, they're going to stand out more. But I'm happy with it. This is like, in the classic car world, what we call a good 10-footer, right? From 10 feet away, you're like, that looks really nice. I like that. But you got to remember, it's an application through a chrome pin. There's going to be streaks. There's going to be things that aren't perfect. It's not like somebody actually took this to a plating shop and had this actually dual plated. So you got to be willing to sort of grade on a curve here. And that's what I'm doing. But you could see that it does have that dual plated look. And I actually enjoy it. It gives me really, really old school crumb rind feelings about this. And you can see it looks like texturing, right? That's just from the pin. That's from the I guess the end of the pin, the tip of the pin, whatever you want to call it. That is giving it a bit of a textured look. You can see some streaks. You can see some unevenness, but can I live with it? Absolutely. I think compared to the standard replica that's all gold, I prefer this. And I'll show you the other side plate too so you guys can see that. They are stock stones for now. I'm debating either doing the stones myself or I might reach out to somebody about doing the stones. I just don't know if I want to tackle that project anymore. I've done my fair share, and he did also dual plate the belt tip, which is very nice. I think he did. Probably the belt tip came out looking the best, in my opinion, of all the dual plating. But very nice belt. Obviously, I couldn't say no because of a couple of reasons. Number one, it's just so different from the standard replica, right? And number two, the price was right. So if you order this off of WWE Shop, it is $5.99 at this current time. I think it's only gone on sale once or twice, and it may have been a mistake. But so that's $5.99 with the stock strap, stock stones, all gold. This one came to me dual plated and on real leather, and we'll get to the leather in a second. Dual plated. And on real leather for $5.25. He was asking $500 and then $25 plus shipping. So I'd like to give Jeff a shout out, but I don't know if he wants his full name out there. But Jeff, if you're watching this, thank you very much for working out this deal with me and the way we went about me paying for it, because I had a trip and a fan fest that I was expecting to go to. Fan fest didn't happen, but the trip did. Went to Chicago for the first time ever, and I wanted spending money while I was up there, so I put a deposit on it and paid it off, and very appreciative of him for the understanding. I asked if he's in a big hurry to sell it. He said, no, not really. And this is the same guy that I bought my block logo Big Eagle from. So we've done business before. He knows that I'm going to honor my end of the deal. So from left to right, you do have your... I still can't figure out what I'm assuming it's a lion because you have lions on the main plate. And then you have this nice texturing right here that encompasses the snap box. I do like that, like a blistered look. And then you do have sort of more like floral patterns, kind of looking like ivy or something. And then there is no WWE logo on this leather strap. Now, I do want to stop and say who made the leather, because I did not mention that yet. The leather was done by Daniel Ripley. And so that's another reason why I wanted to buy this belt. I don't have any of Ripley's leather. I've had Paul Martin's, I've had Mendoza's, I got Adam Kelly's downstairs, I got Mark Maggard's, Leather Rebels, Canuck. So I've got some re-leather guys, work downstairs. And on top of that, obviously you have like the Omis and Classic Shields and Altair and people like that, or Rocha. But just re-leather specifically, I don't have Daniel Ripley, at least not yet. And the reason why I thought to bring it up just now is because he's one of the leather guys out there, and some guys do it, some guys don't. But he does not put the WWE logo right here, and it's for legality purposes. He doesn't want to put his name on a leather strap and then have it come back to bite him, because that's a trademarked logo. It's copyrighted. So this is his work. It is a send out. I will show you that in a second when I flip it over. But I do love the stitching. Very reminiscent of the Crumrine. And very nice work over here. I will hold it up in a second to show you more in depth from one end to the other, but I just want to hit sort of the high points. Again, more blistering looking texturing over here. 2x5 over here on your female snaps. And 2x6. I thought it was I almost said 2x8 just out of habit. But I actually did take the belt tip off. And I was looking for Daniel's leather stamp, but it's not under there. I'll put a picture up right now of what I saw under there. So I was looking for his leather stamp, like I said, to prove it was his. But I'm taking Jeff at his word. Everyone in the hobby says he's honorable. I have no reason to doubt him. And also, Daniel Ripley has put photos up of a Brown World Heavyweight Championship strap, done Crumrine style technically, on his Instagram. And so that gives me enough, assurance that this is what it's alleged to be, Daniel Ripley's leather. So, and I gotta say, he does very nice leather. I was excited to get this in the hand. Very nice, smooth burnished edges on this leather. You don't have to worry about your backing coming apart here. Also going to show you down here. Same thing. Just really, there's a little bit of discoloration there, but I think that might be from being on a stand, because there's more discoloration over here where a stand would be touching it. So they're in equal spots. And also I'll show you on the back where you could definitely tell it was from a stand. So that's not a defect on Ripley's part. That's just the way the belt was displayed. The stand, excuse me, the stand dug into the strap. So, try not to spill my bourbon. Now I'll show you the back. Just your standard gorgeous leather backing. Just really nice work here. I can't find too many flaws at all with this belt. And I'll get into the two that, if you're being nitpicky, I guess you could say are a flaw. But am I mad about it? Absolutely not. This is a great. There's the marks from the stand that I was talking about earlier. But this is a great job. Daniel did a great job with this. So I would say maybe he didn't get his leather backing applied as smoothly as maybe he would like to. You can see that rippled look, and I could feel it. I could press it in. It's like an air bubble that's under like window tint. You know what I mean? Like you could press it in a little bit. It'll move under the pressure of your fingers. So that's the only thing that on the backing. And then if you're really, really being nitpicky, some of the stitching isn't even. You can see it doesn't maintain a straight line. But that's if you're really looking, guys. Like, if I didn't have this channel where I was reviewing belts, I wouldn't even point it out to anybody, and I would just ignore it. It's a minor thing. So, but I feel like if I miss it, or if I don't say anything, people are going to feel like I missed it. So, just a little bit of a waviness in the stitching. Doesn't maintain a perfectly straight line, but hey, that's how you know it's done by a human, not done by a machine. And so, I'm going to lift this heavy bastard up and show you succinctly from one end to the other one more time. I'm really glad I made this purchase. I think this is a fantastic belt. You can see the texturing that goes behind the main plate. Definitely getting a shoulder workout holding this thing up. This is a heavy belt. Yeah. Out of a 10. For the leather, 9.5. Absolutely. Stunning leather work. I would not hesitate to order a new leather strap for one of my belts that are on a stock strap, let's say, from Daniel Ripley. Two little nitpicky things that I felt, I didn't really want to point out, but like I said, I don't want somebody to think I missed something. Those two small little things, that's why I said 9.5 out of 10. Plates, really, out of the 3 replicas that I've seen of this is probably the nicest set of plates, as far as like scratches and defects and little nicks and stuff that came from the manufacturing process. These are very, very clean. And then, like I said, the dual plating is not perfect, but I don't hate it. I ain't, like the guy, Matt from Meat Church says, I ain't mad at it. So, I said there's going to be a camera cut, and here we go. I am going to take the plates off when we come back and let you see this strap entirely, since it is a send out and I can do it. Take the plates off and you see the strap in its entirety, what's underneath the plates. So, I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright, we're back after night 1 at SummerSlam with Punk beating Gunther for 5 minutes and Seth cashing in. So, this is the next day. I have taken, obviously you can see, I have taken the plates off, side plates, and the main plate itself. Only thing I left on here was the belt tip, but don't worry, it's just the tip. And so, what we're going to do is flip this over and look at the tooling that is on the front of the strap. So, here we go. From beginning to end. So this is the advantage of a send-out strap. You can take the plates off and really look underneath. If the bolts were covered, I wouldn't be able to do this. So, what I'm going to do before I sign off here is put the plates back on. And one little thing I'd like to add. So, here we go. Alright, everything's back together, plus a little extra. I put some side plates on this. It's not the stock ones. You can see the box hanging out over there. We'll get to who it is in a second. First thing I want to say, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because I'm on my way to 1,000, and 2/3 of you guys, last time I looked, the number may have changed a little bit, but 2/3 of you watch my stuff and don't subscribe. So it helps me grow this channel. It helps you get more YouTube content like this in your algorithm. More belts, more wrestling, all that good stuff. So that's the first thing. Second thing I want to say is, if you're used to seeing me on the belt pages on my old Facebook under my real name, that profile is in the 30-day process of being deleted. So just let you know that if you're looking for me on Facebook, I am under the profile Mr. Cynical with 2 R's in Mr., because Facebook will not allow you to put a prefix in front of your name. So I had to outsmart Facebook to get the profile going. if you're an admin of any pages, such as Brothers of the Belt, such as Championship Belt Brothers, Belt Masters, and letting you know I'm going to try to join. It's some pages are set up where if the profile is really new, it won't allow you to join. So I'm going to try to work that out and get in, but we're in the process of that. So enough teasing you with this. Who did I choose? Well, I only have 3 sets of side plates. I have Brock Lesnar, I have AJ Styles, and I have LA Knight, if he would stand up. All right. But I figured these LA Knight plates would look good on this. And I believe they do. So, as you saw from the video earlier, you saw Ripley's strap. I think he did a fantastic job on this. But I think these plates just look so good on this belt. Let me try to tilt that just right. There we go. I think it looks good. It's a nice fit. But anyway, like I said, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I am still on Instagram at mr.cynical.belts. And like I said, you can find me on the new profile at Mr. Cynical on Facebook. As far as upcoming content, I don't know really what I'm going to do next. I'd like to start doing more Chronicles episodes because I want to say I got another dozen that I want to capture, that I want to cover. And then that's pretty much it as far, unless I want to show off, what I've gotten at FanFest this year. But that's pretty much it as far as what's coming down the pike. So whatever I do next, just tune in and watch. That's what you've been doing. But I'll see you guys on the next video.